I mean, and we all feel, negative now and again. It's part of it's a flavour of human experience. But as always, I like to try and unpack the words. So the word negative, like what does that really mean? What's the kind of what's the root of that? And so the root of feeling negative or negativity is like a denial, to negate something, to not allow. And often what we don't allow is ourselves to feel angry, sad. We try and get rid of that, or it shouldn't be here, basically. Why isn't my life a bed of roses? Because I feel this, and there's pain, and there's sadness. So we deny. So we don't allow ourselves to feel that, because it makes us feel wrong or something. But, the way it links to the practice is that, these negative states of mind and emotions and feelings, they don't last forever either. Even if you try and hang on to sadness all the way until bedtime, and you're in bed, sad, gone. And you wake up and you forget you're even sad. So you can't hang on to this stuff. Its nature is to pass away, even if only in deep sleep. It passes away. So part of the mindfulness perspective then would be to include and include and include more and more and more of what you feel, whether it's good, bad, ugly, and just allow yourself the space to feel that. Because whatever you're feeling exists in time. It is passing away as you feel it. And actually, what tends to happen is the more you open to something, the quicker it will pass, relax, fade away. The more you deny something, it will stick, and it will always be there. It kind of relaxes when you turn to it. So that's one thing. And the other thing, of course, with general negativity is that in mindfulness, there are a whole range of practices, some of which we've recorded, which act as antidotes to negativity. So negativity, you're locked into a thought tunnel. This is how I feel. This is correct. Nothing else is true. It's only this. I'm sad. It's your fault. You're stuck in a groove there. So there are practices that will basically deconstruct that tunnel and say, well, wait a minute. Every moment is precious. Every moment doesn't last. You're alive. Why are you alive? Let's enjoy this. Oh yeah. So the mindfulness practices give you bigger perspectives on your groove.
But it's amazing, isn't it, though, how those negative feelings always feel like the most powerful type of feeling. So if you do try and look for the positive and try and shift into, sort of thinking every moment is precious, it's amazing how quick that negative wants to just sort of envelop that and squash it.
Yeah, it's hard work. It's not easy. It's hard work. And the word I like to use is to transmute something. So you cook it. There's nothing that can't be cooked. And the cooking is you sitting with it in mindfulness, you bringing your awareness to it, how it feels in your body, sitting with those sensations. You cook it, and it, just like you're boiling a pan of water, eventually it evaporates and there's an empty pan. But it's hard, and it's an ongoing practice. We're not trying to rid ourselves forever of feeling negative. You'll feel it, but it's what you do with it that counts. And that's where mindfulness comes in. And more recently, what I've begun to say is that when you practice mindfulness, one of the most powerful things you are developing is your free will. So your willpower, so that you have more options with what to do with this feeling. You're not just, I have to act on anger. That's it. That's all I have to do. There's not much free will in that. But if you can go, well, there's anger, I can feel it in my chest, in my belly is tight, and there are the thoughts, but actually I can shift to my breath and calm down. Free will.
And I guess there's also perhaps a sense that you can't really experience things like happiness and contentment if you don't know the other side of that.
That's it. That's, we wouldn't know the difference. And actually, those negative things that we don't want to experience, again, as I sometimes say, they all have a flip side, every single one. Even the stuff you don't want to feel has a flip side. And often the flip side is the opposite of what you start sitting with. And I've spoken about this before, but that takes courage to sit with something. But as I say, often what will grow from that feeling is something positive or a bigger perspective on something.